going on, everybody? The Mr. Archer here. Just coming at you the weekend with what I want to see as a starting lineup versus Wolves, opposed to what we'll probably end up seeing versus Wolves. Last time people heard from me, it was after the defeat, the 2-0 shitfest that was that game. Put out my review, reaction, obviously. Did an Archie the Wolf for some people. The people that like Archie the Wolf liked it. But, in retrospect, it's not that we take this too seriously. Right? We're Everton supporters, we're Evertonians. We want the Blues to do well. But there's only so much you can say, because when I went through and did my Archie the Wolf video, when I went back and looked at some clips from when I was doing videos before, it was exactly the same thing. It was the like I said many times on these shows, it's no plan B, no plan C, always plan A, always going down the outside. Teams pick up on it. We've got nobody trying to be direct in our regular starting lineup, obviously. And it's just the same stuff. And I went back and watched, reactions from most of the games last season, before we went into our slump around the Christmas period. And when we came out of the slump, it was just all the same. There's only so many times you can get up here and say the same thing. Some people make a living out of it. Some people, this is what they do day in, day out. And so they can get away with saying the same things. They can do a podcast. They can do a live show. They can do all this stuff and just repeating of the same things. And, after Aston Villa game, I didn't even want to get up and do anything to do with Lincoln. Because simply I could have got up and I could have hit record and I could have said, we're playing Lincoln City in the Carabao Cup. We're Everton FC. There's no reason that we shouldn't be able to put out a changed team, give players a rest, give players a start. They haven't, got 90 minutes under their belt yet. They haven't made their debut, as in Sidibe and people like that. Some people haven't been given their first start yet, like Iwobi and like Ken. This is the perfect game. We should win. And then that would have been it. I didn't care what the lineup was. Why would I care? Or should I care? Or what would it matter what the lineup was? Like, we shouldn't be getting rolled over. We shouldn't be getting millwalled like we did last season. There's no reason for it. People might want to see the videos, obviously, but after the Aston Villa thing, I just wanted to check out of it altogether because, it's the hope, it's the this and the that, and when it's just deflating at the end of the day. And we all got our regular lives to lead. So I could get up there and I could yell and I could scream and I could throw a hissy fit, and like I did basically as Archie the Wolf. But so then the Lincoln game, then I thought about it. So I could get up and give a reaction, but ultimately I watched the game and was going to do a watch along, but then I thought, wasn't really up for it. I had some other things to do. But and then you watch that game, and then we go behind after a minute. Down the right side, Sidibe's side. It's not his fault. Not we're going to blame him, but we couldn't even take. We usually talk about taking the crowd out of the game, being on the front foot. Like, 1 minute into the game, we're on the defensive. The crowd hasn't even sat down in their chairs after cheering everybody coming on and all the hoopla and all that and the hoorah-rah. And then all of a sudden we're one behind, and then we have to come back, and then we go, we have to come back again, and then we end up winning 4-2. And yes, it's great that Iwobi got his goal. Made up for the guy, looked impressive, looked like something that we haven't had in a while. In Iwobi, obviously, Moise Kean, raw, but talented, hit the post, hit the bar, and whatever you want to call it. Hit the woodwork, let's say that. And then, Richarlison got off the mark after, being in some type of, people call it a pissy mood. People call it, having a cob on, whatever. He's just a young player that gets frustrated when he's not scoring and things aren't going his way. That's fine. Andre Gomez did basically the same thing against Aston Villa. Nothing was coming off for that lad that day. It happens. People get, serious face. Some people get pissy face. And some people that are just happy to be a footballer, just happy to be getting an exorbitant amount of money, just kind of, when they mess up, they just go, eh. We go behind after 1 minute, I'm on the pitch I'm here, I'm getting paid no matter what, win or lose. Some people, claim to do that, but, we've all worked with people that are just there, for the paycheck, for the money. There's, I punch in at this time, and I'm going home at this time anyway, so if we produce today, that's cool. If we don't produce, meh. if we follow all the safety stuff today, and if I do a really good job today, that's cool. But if I don't do a good job and I slack off and I'm not safe and I'm not being a part of a team, then I get paid either way. They can't afford to lose me. So, but that's that. But we're back for the Wolves game. There will be a watch along on Sunday. Probably will be in Archie the Wolf costume for the Wolves game. Just why not? But that's it. Yeah, we won. We lost against Aston Villa. It was shit. We all know it. We beat Lincoln. We should have beat Lincoln. We all know it. Run to Sheffield Wednesday. That's it. Weekly wrap up done. Oh, by the way, Kevin Morales out the door. So we got rid of a lot of the deadwood that I did a deadwood video, quite a bit ago, and said to players that we needed to get out. And there's only Balassi left to go. Really, and Morales gone, Lookman gone, McCarthy gone. Who else is gone? All the other, it's not even worth mentioning their names. But so he's gone. Good for him. Was a decent player for a while. Got way above himself. Was not the Belgian Ronaldo like everyone said he was going to be. But oh well. End up. So here on the left of your screen, left of my screen, but to my right hand side, this is what I would go with against Wolves, based on what I've seen over the Aston Villa game and over the Lincoln game and what we really need in our squad. This is probably not going to happen. But again, the back four picks itself, right? Coleman will be back in, refreshed, ready to go. Keane and Mina don't really have any other options. Dean, le magnifique! Free kicks and crosses and best left back in the league. Don't care. Get your Robinsons out of here. Get your whoever else is your Chilwells out of here. Luca Dean, best left back in the league by far. You can argue with me, put up stats, put up this and that, but for quality of crosses, for set piece taking, for leadership, for all the other stuff, for technical ability, Luca Dean, numero uno, number one for all of us. And then moving into the midfield, it is basically a 4-3-3, but with a little triangle in the middle there. Delph, I think Delph is what Gomez needs next to him, and then he's obviously not next to him right there, but to come in behind, to pick things up. He can pick a pass, and he was trying a lot, obviously, against Lincoln, but he's not fully match fit, hasn't played all season, but obviously well versed in what we're trying to do, taking a lot away from the training ground and from the practices. So technically, be Delph and Gomez in there, I guess. You could say it was a 4-2-3-1 if you want to play that again and say Delph and Gomez at the back, kind of doing what they do, double pivot, Iwobi in front, and then Bernardo Trans. But no, I want to see Delph kind of just doing it back there by himself. See how that goes. We might get overrun in the midfield if we kind of do this, because sometimes Wolves want to play a 3-5-1-1 or 3-5-2, depending. But they're away from home, and we can't forget that they've played a lot of games this season already. So there's no reason we can't just go at them. So this is a team that I'd put out there to go out at Goodison and just put the pressure on right away. If we can keep the ball, if we can keep possession, there's no reason that we can't be doing this. I think, obviously Schneiderlin, Sigurdsson and Gomez in there, it's just not mobile enough. It's not quick enough to get from side to side and up and down. We're going to get torn apart if we try and do that, and especially at home. We can't afford to be slow and pedantic in our passing and in our movement and in our attacking. Iwobi offers that. So, you could... I want to fit Bernard and Iwobi in. So, like I said, this is just my team. But yeah, Delph and Gomez. So it could be a 2 and a 1. And a 3, so he could play 4-2-1-3 4-2-1-3 if that's even a formation. But I would go with this. Iwobi, directness can float in and out. Can go into the number 10 role. If Bernard wants to cut inside, Dean down the outside, Iwobi can kind of drop in. I think that rotates really well. I really would like to see Moise Kean from the start against Wolves. Dynamic, obviously, yes, raw, but very talented, very quick, very direct. Wants to take his man on, can turn, turn, full turn, half turn, quarter turn. He can do a lot, but against Wolves. They've got a pretty decent backline. They've got a decent goalkeeper. They're well drilled. So I would be tempted to start Ken, but my mind and my heart tells me that Dominic Calvert-Lewin should probably start this game. Got no problem with Richarlison on the right and Bernard on the left. That's what I want to see. I doubt that we'll see that. What we'll probably see, as usual, is this. Same back five, Delphin Gomez in the 2, Sigurdsson there, so a regular 4-2-3-1. Yes, I'm not enthused by that. Yes, it kind of irritates me and annoys me that might be the way we go. The only way we might do it is if Iwobi plays instead of Bernard. But I don't think that Bernard has done anything wrong. It's not Bernard's fault that the ball constantly comes down the outside to him and it's Luka Dean and Bernard on one side and Coleman and Richarlison on the other. It's not... I don't think... I guess if you want to drop in for tactical reasons, that's fine, but it better work. That's all I'm saying. It better work, Marco. It better work, Beaumorte. It better work, whoever, Big Dunk, whoever has any input on this. Taking Bernard out, putting Iwobi on the left, and just keeping that same formation, I don't think that's going to solve any of our problems with going through the middle of the pitch. Gylfi Sigurdsson, for all his talent, for all his skill, for all his work ethic, for all his goals last season, we cannot go through the middle with Gylfi Sigurdsson playing in that number 10 role in this formation. That is fact. Hardcore fact that we cannot do that. Okay, so you may take Siggy out and put Bernard in the number 10 role and put Iwobi on the left, but either way, this formation, if you just, with Bernard and Iwobi switching it up, for me, it just doesn't do it. It just doesn't do it. We have to find a way to be able to put it into the middle of the park, in the final third, just out, in there. We have to have somebody that's quick on the ball, quick, direct, can turn, can pick a pass, which Gylfi can do if he's given the time. Steamboat Siggy. Give him plenty of time, he can do that, but in the Premier League, it's in on you. You get the ball, bam! You get the ball, bam! You get the ball, bam! That's how it is. Okay? And Siggy's not even that great at picking up fouls. Right? So... that's part of the formation we're going to get. I'll put the other one back up too. This is what I want to see. Maybe Iwobi and Bernard could switch it up too. Either way, I want to see something different, okay? We came off a horrible defeat away at Aston Villa where the problems was we didn't take the chances we were given. We didn't create enough chances. We weren't shooting from outside the box too often. We weren't doing anything but just whipping the ball in, and their defenders were cleaning it up all day. And we've seen from Iwobi, we've seen from Ken, in both the last two games, the one against Lincoln, the one against Aston Villa, when they came on, direct, pace, take on the defenders, give us something different, give us some other options, other than just balls into the box, balls turning, receiving, passing off, reverse passes, all of it. So this is what we should see at Goodison Park on Sunday. So again, appreciate you watching. Those are just my thoughts on this. It's really the only thing I come up with for the video. Watch along. I'll be here an hour before kickoff. So that'll be 2 o'clock. No, it kicks off at 2 p.m. over in the UK, I believe. So that's 8 a.m. here. So I'll be on about 1 p.m. Graphics will be up. We'll be here. Hope to see the regular people that come in. You know who you are. Sub count up at 669 now. I appreciate all the new subs. Hope you're enjoying your time. Sorry if you subbed from the Archie the Wolf video, or one of my reviews. You haven't seen anything for a while. It's not that usual. I go so many days without putting out some new content, but like I said, after the Villa, I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. The only plus that came out of, well, not only plus, but I did think about doing a video, but it wasn't really Everton related. It was more of, people were. I wasn't one of them saying so. I wasn't one of them saying top 6 is already over, because you look at, I was like, we lost to Villa. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Oh, it's so horrible. Well, imagine being Manchester United at home to Crystal Palace. What a banter club that is. And then imagine moving into a brand new stadium with a huge stand and everyone's excited, and Steve Bruce's Newcastle show up at your new crib and they just shit on your couch. Right in the middle of it. Not even, and just, I'm talking soft serve ice cream all over your brand new couch. Okay, so Tottenham, more of a laughing stock than us away at Villa, number one. Manchester United, their penalty problems and their tactics and all. I mean, I'd take Silver over Solskjaer, obviously, but no. I mean, Manchester United and Tottenham supporters had a far worse weekend than I ended up having. When I saw those games, I was pretty chuffed. But anyway, so yeah, if you enjoyed and you're new, please like, please subscribe, thumbs up. Always leave something in the comments. I'll usually try and get back to you. Had some people through different platforms asking how they could get on and talk to me or have a conversation. I would love to get people on. I mean, I have a Discord channel where we can do Discord voice chat, Google Hangouts. There's plenty of ways that we can get together. If somebody just wants to come on and do a 5-10 minute conversation about the game after the game, or after we've had time to simmer down, or get the excitement out of us if we win. If anybody wants to get a hold of me, leave something in the comments. We can have a conversation. We don't have to record it. We can just have a talk, or we can get on here and I'll have my regular screen up here with whatever, and we'll just have a conversation. We'll put the video out. We'll have some banter. We'll have some discussion. Lots of things. I'm here for you guys. If you want to talk, there's plenty we can talk about. Football wise, Everton wise, Premier League wise, whatever it is. Or if you just got to get something off your chest. And some people, don't really want to make videos or put out content, or they don't really like to be on Twitter or Facebook rant. Come on, I'll put you on the Mr. Archer channel, and you can choose. You could either talk to me, be calm, somewhat calm and collected and rational, and we can have a conversation, or I can put I can get Archie the Wolf in here. If you want to talk to the Wolf and hear his thoughts and get his reactions to what you have to say, we can do that too. That's not a problem. So, if anyone wants to come on, just let me know. You want to talk to the Mr. Archer? You want to talk to Archie the Wolf? I'm down for whatever. Anyways, thank you guys. And I will hopefully see you all on Sunday. Up the Toffees.